What up, players? Welcome back to another video of yours truly, 8 Thoughts, #1 most MLG Call of Duty Elite Alpha Male Gaming Athlete. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Thank you so very much for dropping on by for another video. And holy crow, guys, not clickbait at all, not lying, not over-exaggerating, no hyperbole. Bros, okay, so the big update hit today. The new Season 1 content dropped. We've got 2 new maps. They're not new, they are new, but they're not new. They're remakes of old maps that are kind of butchered a little bit, I think, to provide safe spaces for the noobs in this game. But before we even get into the updates, the patch notes, which, there's a couple things that are pretty important. I want to get into this one stat. This one thing, man, that just completely, like the title says, just shocking, blew my mind. Like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard, and it's making me step back, because if it's true, then everything Joe Seesaw and all the doofuses over at Infinity Ward and Ashton Safe Space Can't Take Any Criticism have been saying is true. So the big, huge thing I'm talking about is that Modern Warfare is the most played Call of Duty of this generation. It earned 1 billion in sales. Activision Publishing has announced that Call of Duty Modern Warfare is the most played Call of Duty game in this console generation, beating out Black Ops 3, World War II, and more to be the #1 Call of Duty game since 2012. The momentum for Modern Warfare from day one has been incredible. Players are having a great time, lies, and are continuing to engage across the multiplayer experience at the highest level in years, lies. We'll get into why I don't believe this is true. This can't be true, but apparently it's true, but it's not. We're also seeing new franchise highs for this console generation in hours played, hours per player, and average daily players, says Brian Bede, Executive Vice President and General Manager for Call of Duty Activision. It's great to see the fan response to the hard work from our development team led by Infinity Ward. Players are having a great time. Oh, okay. And there's much more to come as we continue to deliver new content. So apparently, accordingly to the stats here, Modern Warfare is the most played Call of Duty of this generation. Not ever, but of this generation. It hasn't sold the most either, but it's still the most played. Now, a couple of you guys drew attention to this when I tweeted it out, that this is nuts, because if this is the case, then that means that us alpha male Call of Duty athletes are not the majority of this community. But if this stat is true, the majority of the community is a bunch of mongoloids who would make the Fortnite community look like, cool. But I don't believe this. For a couple of reasons. It's all anecdotal evidence, but for a couple of reasons. First of all, everyone who I've talked to who's a Call of Duty fan who I know in real life, including other YouTubers, don't like this game. Some of the biggest fanboys have uninstalled this game. Everybody on the internet, for the most part, is complaining about this game, whether it be on Reddit or on YouTube videos or Twitter or wherever. Facebook. I mean, if you go on Facebook Market, there's tons and tons and tons of people selling this game for $40. And one of you guys drew attention to the fact that they're keeping the stats differently than previous Call of Duties to get this kind of result. What we surmise is that they are counting waiting in lobbies as part of playing the game, because if you activate an XP coin, the timer goes down even if you're sitting in the pre-game lobby, which is the first time any Call of Duty has done that. Usually every Call of Duty, only counts in game time towards your XP tokens. But in this game, if you sit in the lobby while you're waiting or cruising through, or even if you push it and start it and then you turn the game off, it's gone. If they have an update while you're sitting here, and you activate your XP coins, all that time that you activated, it's just 30 minutes real time, doesn't matter if the game's on or off, from the point you activate that XP coin. That could be counted towards playtime. Also, someone made a joke, but it might actually be true. Almost every game goes to 10 minutes. It's easy to add up time played when every match goes to 10 minutes. I don't know, man. If the numbers were this high as well, why not show the player count? If it's the most played Call of Duty ever, then show the player count. Be proud of that, right? They've started hiding the player count when the numbers have started to decrease. So it's not the highest selling game ever, but it's the most played. Some's not adding up. I even talked to Prestigious Key, who also, by the way, provided some of the gameplay in the background or just some of the new maps that I'm showcasing. So thanks to Prestigious Key. But he even said, I don't believe it. There's no way, man. Everyone hates the game. But maybe there is a huge casual player base out there of knuckle-dragging idiots who just love to camp and play tactical and know how to adapt better than all the rest of us. Because, that is just a mind-boggling stat, if that is true. Wow. Okay. So, anyways, back on to the more important topic at hand, ladies and gentlemen. Today's Season 1 huge content update. The biggest content drop in Call of Duty history. All right. So, update 1.12 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare now live. New content arrives. Alright, so Infinity Ward has released the latest patch for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The new patch version is 10 gigabytes, bros, and 14 on Xbox One, and 15 on PC, and it is taking a long damn time to update. I don't know, man, it's taking like an hour. It's crazy. These updates are ridiculous. Anyways, so what we have, basically we got two new maps as you've seen behind us, Vacant and Shipment, but as you also saw, come on bros, they added like, elevation. You can go on the containers, you can go inside the containers. They've got, things set up so you can clip corners and do your whole little mounting thing. It's awesome. Also, the two new gunfight maps, Docks, which is called Overwinter now, which is sort of like the version of Christmas Crash, but they made it for 2v2 because you know what? Maybe a lot of people are playing the 2v2. That's an idea. Sorry. Back to the original idea about most time played. Maybe everyone's playing 2v2. Maybe 2v2 is where everyone's at. I mean, they have tournaments and whatnot set up. Maybe 2v2 is where people are playing. I don't know. It's a great mode. It's one of the most innovative and best modes put in Call of Duty in a long time. But anyways, so two new gunfight maps, Winter, the winter version of Docks, and Shipment. And also new Spec Ops missions, which I haven't played because everyone's been shitting on it and saying it's horrible and glitchy and impossible to finish, and there's just so many errors with it. The Act Man made a Call of Duty review video and completely just trashed it and said it's one of the worst things ever created for Call of Duty, so I haven't really stepped into it, but let me know, man. Is it still good? I don't know, man. Tell me down below. But anyways, new multiplayer game mode has been also introduced, Cranked, which may get people moving, so I'm looking forward to trying Cranked. There's also a new operator, Nikto. There's a new playlist update, Vacant and Shipment 24/7. Yeah, Cranked. Gunfight is back, the normal one, not OSP, the one where you actually spawn with weapons and don't have to go and find it like it's some battle royale. That's cool. New special operations, Strongbox. New classic special operation missions, Disinform, and Bomb Squad. Okay, they got a bunch of bug fixes. We don't need to get into that, but they did fix a lot of the problems that we have been having. One thing they haven't fixed though is for you snipers out there who want to get into FaZe Clan 360 double Y, no scope, and you know what I'm saying, you got to get on that level. I don't think they've fixed the reload glitch. The reload glitch, you know what I'm talking about, is like when you shoot and then rechamber the bullet, and you switch to another weapon and then switch back. When you switch back to the other weapon you're using originally, it reloads again, so you get smoked. It's a double reload animation, pretty stupid. Also, check out this nonsense glitch that I'm sure all of you have seen, the Tom Cruise missile, the Scientology Scud. It's more like the Scientology Dud. Boom, boom, yeah, I'm here all week, folks. All right, don't forget to tip your waiter. I mean, how many times has that happened to all of us here that for some reason the player has some kind of impenetrable Rick and Morty force field around them? It's just, come on, man. That's pretty much it, except for this last little tidbit of pretty important information. If you haven't watched the video this far, well, too bad, so sad. Bros, footsteps. Oh my God, footsteps. They're speaking in freaking Latin, though. I don't understand what the hell this even means. Can they just make it clearer? All right, so footsteps. They reduced the audible range of third-person footsteps. So I guess if you are away from the person, it's not as loud? I mean, I don't know. Increased occlusion on footsteps? What the hell does that mean? What is occlusion on footsteps? I googled occlusion. I don't even know how that's related to footsteps. I don't know, increased occlusion on footsteps. Adjusted various Foley sounds that played at a larger range than footsteps during ADS and crouch movements. Fixed for air vehicles not occluding properly. General occlusion adjustments to all air vehicles. Okay, cool. Okay, I know what occlusion means. Okay. Increase occlusion on footsteps. I don't know what that means. I don't know, man. I don't know. It made it quieter. General occlusion adjustments to all air vehicles. Maybe the VTOL doesn't come in like. Maybe they lowered that down. I don't know, man. Also, weapons, two little small things. They adjusted the hip spread for the 357 snake shot so it's consistent regardless of stance. And they reduced the flinch on the Kar 98 EBR and the MK2 carbine. So that's cool. They made them a little more viable. Various exploit fixes, blah, blah, blah. Nothing really else to talk about. But man, what a crazy stat though, eh man? Like, isn't that nuts that they somehow have saying that this game is the most played Call of Duty of this generation of new consoles? Like, for how many years now? 4 or 5 years? I mean, like, what? Oh, all right, man. I don't know, man. If you guys believe that, they're probably going to try to sell you some magic beans and used cars next, man, and used Xbox controllers. I mean, holy Lord. But you know what? Let's get out there. Let's try the new maps. Can't wait to play them. It's going to be super exciting. Can't wait to find all the camping spots. Can't wait to find the spots where I can set up my claymores and aim down sight through doors. Woo! It's going to be amazing, boys. But Yeah, I'm not buying that stat. And this new update, though, it is free, but still, man, I got the same problems. We're getting a bunch of remake maps, and people are supposed to be hyped about that. And at the end of the day, we still have only 9 multiplayer maps for 6v6. Modern Warfare 2 dropped with 16 on launch. Modern Warfare 3 dropped with 15. And Black Ops 4 had 14. Yeah, Black Ops 4 had 14 6v6 maps on drop. We have actually maybe 3 maps that are playable. Gunrunner, School Shooter 24/7, Hackney Yard, maybe Vacant. Vacant looks like it's pretty much the same as the old map. I don't know about Shipment, getting up on the crates and being able to go into the containers, etc., but bros, come on, man. That's why this game's so boring. Unless you like Ground War and all the other modes, 6v6 is kind of a wash. Anyways, all right, stud muffins, that's all I've got for the video today. Hope you enjoyed it. My name's Ocho Pensamientos. Muchas gracias for watching, amigos. And last but not least, though, most importantly, my friends, be cool, stay in school, stay no drugs, everybody's across the prevent forest fires, make sure brush and flash, promote healthy oral hygiene, and really importantly, and last but not least, stay black. Don't the honey cracker or the shapeshifter bring you down. All right, peace out, dudes. See you on the next video.